Big Mac for hot lap?
Nope.
No?
Smells too bad in there.
Oh, yeah. Gonna be beautifully warm today, but
Nice.
windy, very windy.
Morning.
We gotta get this stuff cleaned up. I see it's already starting to rock and blow stuff, so.
Be careful for the big bolt anchor.
Grinder.
Okay, I'm gonna blow out the dryer burners. Oh, so you gotta clean the burner before you start them for the season, and then you gotta blow them out when you're done for the season. Plus dump the doors on the bottom so a bunch of corn's it's gonna be a mess. Oh yeah, it's terrible. Are you jacking their lift? Apparently you know somewhat what you're doing. That was here for the Ben crew to replace roofs, which they got done. Now it's just to clean up the disaster of everything that got dropped and thrown around and replaced. They found the horn button, imagine that.
Whoa.
Nothing can go wrong here, right? They're way too high, they're not gonna fit under the pipe. Doesn't take them long to figure out how to jack someone's piece of equipment. I can see we should have one of these. This looks...
Do we need to use it?
I don't know, if we wanted to blow off the top of the dryers, it'd be nice. All right, looks like Randy's here. He's gonna take Big Mac to town and get some P-rock for some tiling that we've been doing. We like to put P-rock inlets in rather than standpipe inlets if the hole is small enough, so then the water seeps through the P-rock to the line quickly and you don't have to farm around an inlet. But it's one more step and job, but it's a lifetime worth of enjoyment after it's done. Just like any job, really. All right. I'm really starting to think that farming is just cleaning. Clean, 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 clean. Clean to begin with, clean when you're done. Suppose you better take the igniter wires off so that the raccoons or squirrels don't eat it off. What could they be doing? This right here is what a bad thing is. See, you see the corns in there? That's burnt corn, so they were in there throughout the season, which is obviously not good. Plus there's fresh in there. There's little holes, so you don't want that plugging the holes. So we obviously got to blow that up. Their black ones are burnt to the metal, so that's nice. The obstacles are beautiful. So I recommend the leaf blower. It works really good. Now I just need a little vacuum to clean the corners out because it don't blow out very well. But got that job for one of the dryers done. Now I get to do the second one, vacuum that out. Then we put a big tarp in over this so that as corn kind of falls throughout the season, dust, We want to do this before it's this windy day today, where it might blow bees wings out of there and get down in there, and then if it plugs all them holes, you get to go along with a little drill bit and drill them all out, and there's maybe, I don't know, maybe 1,000 of them across that whole burner. So we don't want to do that. All right, here's what the burner cover looks like. It's literally just a big flap of rubber that you get to drag in through all those obstacles. We got that good. Now we got to dump the bottom of the dryer. All right, the next step is these clam gates here open up and expose the auger that augers the corn out of the dryer, and that has to be dumped for winter storage. It should be dusty. You
My
ready?
eyes are gonna hurt.
Are you tall enough to reach that handle?
Nope. Too short, see?
Well, I'm tall enough. Ready? Get ready to run.
Let's go! Let's go!
Go! That wasn't as bad as I thought.
No.
Oh, you gotta clean it out though. Ugh. So those are on there for what I, number one, clean out obviously, but that's for like emergency event, because corn dryers do catch on fire. So if it was to catch on fire, you pull those and it, I believe, you can dump the whole dryer on the ground if it's on fire, I think. You can. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. You can reach. I can barely reach. Ready? That was worse. Well, Randy's back with the P-Rock there, and we got done cleaning out the dryers. It's still a mess down there, but Ben crew showed up and they're gonna be working up above, so we don't want to get murdered by falling debris. Looks like Mitchell got the motor rebuilt, and Eric and Brody are putting that on while we were talking to the Ben crew. So the beast, she's gonna live again, huh, Brody? We've got the farmer Band-Aid. There's some sharp components up in the dryer metering rolls that like to cut your knuckles open. Ugh. Hate blood. All right. We've been doing some tile out here. And what I have on the back of the 8370 is a tile trench closer from Crary. So we're gonna try it out, see what we think of it. Never used one before, so we'll see. Well, it's doing what it's supposed to do. So ahead of me is a 4-inch tile seep line that we installed here. Basically what we're trying to do on this farm is we're not really draining anything. Everything naturally flows off this farm. It's just needing seep tile, and the biggest thing is to try to maybe make some dikes and send the water underground rather than over the ground, because it's just eroding the side hills so bad. I'll show you maybe when I get down to see what it is. It's a new rental that we picked up, and we're trying to eliminate the erosion. It is just sad. It's terrible. We got to get this under control by sending it underground rather than, no one wants runoff. Sending the water underground is a lot cleaner way of moving water. Don't move soil. But that is the Crary trench closer doing work. It leaves a ridge, which I'm guessing you're supposed to then leave it to settle. I don't know if we'll leave it or if we'll disc it. What I think this thing would be really good at would be for guys with irrigation. And look at this rock. Oh boy, we're gonna have to dig this one out. Gonna have to go over that one. We're gonna have to restart that whole clip there, editors. That's a big rock, wow. So I'm also mapping here the tile lines, so we will now have history and documentation of where the tile's laid in the field. So what I see this thing being really good at, oh, I got it too high, lower it down, there we go. Closing up irrigator ruts. So those of you guys that have irrigators and they rut down a couple of feet, something we don't have, I would like to have a couple, but we don't have any. This would work really good to close up those trenches in the field. So you can adjust the pitch. You can open it up to be a really sharp V, or you can close it down. When I was closing up washouts, I had it really pitched wide open, grabbing a lot of dirt and throwing it in the trench, and it closed it up like perfect. So that was really cool. But sounds like I gotta go get back in the plow tile. Randy was going to get some more tile. Time for me to get back in the tile plow, but it's a pretty basic unit. You can adjust this narrower, wider. I got it at the widest because it's pretty big humps, but you can adjust it in and out, like I was saying, where this can get wider at the front. But yeah, it would work really nice for irrigator rods. New day, new project. Close up some washouts. I like dozing. This is gonna be my job. Dad is gonna disc some tile lines. Brody's gonna mark some tile lines on our Deer software and use the Prairie Trench Pro. But we're done with this project. Now it's time to fill in the washouts that I was talking about earlier. Dad did kind of comb it in with the excavator, because this dozer doesn't like to push very much dirt, but I'm here to level and final grade it so we can farm through the washout. And then I'm going to build a couple of dikes so that we basically make storage basins for water. Instead of the water running down the hills and down those valleys, we're going to force it down through the pipe, make it go underground, so the over the top erosion is no longer an issue. You get the idea. Just gotta do maybe 3,000 feet, 10 feet at a time. But it's gonna be so beautiful. I cannot wait to see that planter cruising right across this. No more turning. Oh, downshift. Too deep. All right, I just got her done. My big dozer and me. I love dirt work. I love it. I know I've told you guys that before, but it's so satisfying just fixing the land and making it decent. I mean, it's not perfect. Brody's disking it now, getting it nice and smooth. So then next year we can half-mile rounds. Before this, cut this piece off, it was like 10 acres. And then this was a bigger portion, but the ditch wraps up towards the road. This is killer. I'm so pumped for this. And this, where I'm standing right here, 4 days ago, was a 4 foot, 6 foot wide, curvy washout. And now it's been fixed and improved. I'm happy. I'm very happy. The big D5 got her done again. So I know Dad's out with the 4200 right now. Finishing up the bean stubble. Eric spread fertilizer this morning on the last 50 or 65 acres, something like that, whatever the hog manure didn't get applied on. And I believe Eric's going to do some 5200 work. And then we're going to be done.